Champions. You know it by now. We're ranking the best of 2021 for all classes. This time we're going to do the technicians. Again, I'm joined in by my buddy Punisher. Hi, Punisher.
Hello, community.
All right.
I am excited. This is probably my most exciting class. I love the technicians of 2021.
Definitely a great year for 2021. I remember last year I was like, nah, who am I going to go up? Who am I going to level up for the technicians? They were all pretty boring and none of them really popped out to me. 2021, a very different picture for technicians.
Yeah, they slapped you in the face this year.
Yeah, definitely. So, let's get going. Technicians, we're going to start with the icons of Wrestlemania. Pretty similar to, actually not that similar because they're worse than the technician, than the powerhouse. I'd say
I put them. I put them all at tier 4.
Yeah, I would definitely put
ranked above tier 4.
Those two, like Macho, would be arguable tier 3 or tier 4. I'd say if you bother to level him, which you shouldn't really, he would be a tier 3. Otherwise, I'd put him tier 4 with the other two. Daniel Bryan and, well, Austin is probably among the worst of them, short of Big Slow. He's among the worst worst icon of WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan, workable, not useful that much, especially when given the rest of the technicians, really. Macho is kind of good, but not really worth the resources to get there, given how rare the tokens are.
Yep, exactly, and that's the exact reason I put him at 4 also.
Dawkins. Now, Dawkins, we're starting to go with pretty good characters already. I'd probably put Dawkins in an I tier 2. He could definitely be a low tier 1 as well, though.
Yeah, I put him at tier 1. He's still, the only thing with him is that finisher doesn't pin. But those other two moves are just such giants that, you know, he's turn 2 for sure. You know, if he can't do it on turn 1, he's probably going to be turn 2. So I put him at tier 1, you know, with medals and
with the right medals, those moves hit like a truck. He recycles really well. He's useful for the boss battles. I mean, he's useful for the stipulation tour.
Yeah, and a lot of times if you can get that, well, it's not actually a finisher, but if you can get that move off that makes the red or the green gems and it doesn't pin, the fact you can get those 2 green moves off again, I mean, almost wins the match for you. So, yeah, I have him at tier 1. He's still phenomenal, especially with the tag link with Ford. He's not a top tier because he can't for sure win on turn 1 every time, but yeah, he's still super fun to play with, and man, the damage is undeniable.
That old tag team, they did really great.
The
character model doesn't look that great, but they did right with the moves.
Yeah, and a lot of people got him. I think he was. We still don't know if it was a mistake or not, but a lot of people pulled him from a bag.
Yeah,
like a ton of people pulled him from a bag, which I hope is not a mistake. I hope that was legitimate, and they do that with other characters.
If I remember well, it was not a mistake, because I think we were told that, like, before the event, that he had increased odd or something in the bags. I know one of them did. I don't remember if that was that one, but I remember one of them had increased odds in the bag.
Yeah, it could have been him, but either way, a lot of people got him. A lot of people benefit from him. You know, at 5-star silver, he was among the top techs in the game, maybe arguably the top tech. 5-star gold came out and obviously diminished him a little bit, and then we'll get through the rest of this list, but a lot of other techs came out and kind of tossed him down a little bit.
Yeah,
definitely worth taking 5-star gold. Really fun character to play with.
Brock Lesnar. I'd say that's a definite top tier.
Yeah, I mean, I without a doubt in Feud, which, in my opinion, Feud is the most important game mode, only because of all the events tied to it between war score and faction and the weekend event that ties with it. There's just a lot going on with it. And in feud, he's automatic win turn one. I mean, the only time he's not is if people have the plate that you can kick it or you can break submission gems. But I believe I've used them in 3 or 4 feuds now, and I have yet to run into that. I've yet to see that plate.
Yeah,
used.
most people use those on the female characters since all the females have submission.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, he does 5 million turn one.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast.
His sub alone is 5 million turn one with feud perks. That's the kicker. It's got to be with feud perks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get those. So if you don't get feud perks, it's maybe 2.7, something like that, 2.5. Well, it's I guess maybe not even that because it's 200%. But either way, he is a phenomenal character in feuds. He's automatic turn one as long as you grab those perks. And yeah, I have zero complaints about it. Plus, his character model looks incredible.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised because normally they're really not that fast to release character with their current gimmick. They're always like months, if not years, behind. But this one, like, they got the new gimmick right in.
Yeah, he was out for a week, and then boom, there's his character.
Yeah, they already had the lumberjack model and everything. So yeah, incredible character. I'm sad I don't have him. I think I'm missing like 125 shards. Definitely really close, but I'm guessing it's going to be a pain in the ass to get those few I'm missing.
So. Yeah, I mean, his shards drop pretty well. I imagine they'll be brought back, but he's probably my favorite character in the game right now.
I loved using him during the preview, so I can't wait to get my hands on those few missing shards.
Yeah, oh yeah, you'll have fun with him. No, he's an automatic 5-star gold. If you have him, take him up.
MVP. I say that's a I tier 3. He was a free character, but he's definitely another one of those really good free guy.
Yeah, I have him at tier 3 also, but you can make an argument for tier 2 with the red medals and coaches. Good move damage. And the fact he was free says a lot. If I remember right, he came out well before 5-star gold, right?
Yeah, I think during the 5-star silver era.
Okay, so I haven't really used them with 5-star golds. Obviously, he probably wouldn't measure up well with those, but that's why he's tier 3. So I would agree with you there. I think I have him at 5-star silver or bronze, but people should have a ton of shards for him. Character model's decent, and I think didn't he have a decent coach ability? Or no, he didn't.
I don't remember what he is.
I think he had like less submission turns or something. But yeah, he was a fun character. For free, it's basically one of those where almost all of them are going to be tier 3, and it's kind of a rarity if they're above that. And he can be. An argument can be made that he's slightly above tier 3, but again, there's a ton of texts that alone this year came out that are better than him.
Yeah.
But for a lot of free to play, he may be the best you have, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can take him up.
It's one of those that you didn't feel bad putting in resources throughout the month leveling him.
Yeah, unlike Road Dogg.
Yeah. Drew, I'm kind of torn up because he I knew he was pretty good, but he was lacking that big damage. But when I got the gear, oh shit, he can put up some pretty good damage now. So I'd say he's probably like an upper tier 2 without the gear and a lower tier 1 with the gear, because that gear wrecks people.
Yeah, I put him at tier 2 even with the gear. He's a good character. But like you said, before that gear, he just, unless you had a tier 5 green move damage, he just wasn't hitting super hard. But the fact that he recycles every turn, makes him fun to use. But that gear did a lot for him. I still think he's tier 2. I don't think he's quite where a Dawkins would be. Definitely not where someone like Brock or Dragon would be.
No.
But, tier 2 with Tex that's still a very good tech because tech is a really strong class. So
Yeah.
nothing wrong with him whatsoever. If you want to take him up, I have him at 5-star silver. I enjoy using him.
Yeah, I
The
got him
gear helps.
5-star
I think a
bronze
lot of
right
people got.
now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got the gear this last weekend. Wasn't he part of the faction contest?
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed by that one because I spent quite a bit to get it the first time around. And then they put it again in another event that is much more achievable. I was like, really?
Yeah, that was kind of backhanded.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, snowfall guys though they're fun to use, especially when the snowfall, whatever falls below it, can recycle another move. And
yeah,
I think he makes all blues, which recycles blue, which gets you to recycle everything else. So yeah. He's a fun.
And
fun,
decks
fun
typically don't do that much gem damage, but him he does because he makes a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Dragon, I think that's an easy top tier as well.
I actually did. I put him in top tier. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, Dragon. Yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, he's definitely top tier. Probably, probably the best tech. But maybe arguably now with Brock, just because Brock's so good in feuds. But yeah, and he's got two move sets with the countdown gems.
Either with or without, they're both gonna wreck your face. And it's funny because I don't like using him. Like he's really great. I just don't like the play style.
I don't either. I'm the same way with you. He's very, very good, but I guess for me I don't like that when you destroy a row or a column, it takes away your countdown gems. I don't like that. I wish you could choose where to go.
Yeah.
But I mean that's really, really nitpicking. He'll wreck everyone if you need him to.
I got him 5-star gold.
I actually like his other moveset too. I like the moveset where you can enhance the blue gems, the countdown gems. Either way, he's gonna wreck.
Yeah. A really strong gagger. Both movesets are obviously the countdown one is more popular, but both moveset works really well. I just don't like the play style, but I definitely see the worth.
yeah. There's, like I said, we're really nitpicking if we're gonna go there. But
yeah.
He's top tier without question. He's top tier.
It's not about liking it; it's about getting the job done.
Exactly.
Unky Tonk Man. He suffers from the fact that a lot of techs are really, really good. Because he's a really good character on his own. But I just can't put him higher than tier 3.
Yeah, I can see that. I think I put him at tier 2, and I might be a little biased because, well, or not biased, maybe I'm kind of thinking differently, but the Hall of Fame class in general is not spectacular.
Yeah.
There's like maybe one or two that even approach tier 1, but Honky is among the better group of the Hall of Fame class. So I did put him at tier 2. I think he's right there with Drew. He's definitely better than MVP. He recycles really well. He blows up the board. Did he get a gear? I think he has a gear on his profile, but the gear was never released.
Yeah, I don't think he has one. I'm sure we'll see it at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's a solid tier 2. He definitely does the job. If you're looking for a guy to take the 5-star gold and you don't have all the Hall of Fame guys, he's a worthy candidate.
Yeah. Zombie Edge. No, Zombie Edge was a guy I pretty much ranked at tier 2, but oh my god, did I get wrecked by many of them. I'm not so sure he's tier 2 anymore.
No, I put him at tier 1, and I only have him at 5-star silver, and he does over 1 million with on turn 1 with his moves. He's a very good character, and a good amount of people got him.
Yeah.
Maybe not initially, but throughout the rest of the month, and even this month, I think, his shards were all over the place. So a lot of people have him. He's right up there with Dawkins for sure. I'd put him above Dawkins in the tier. He's still in the tier 1 category, but. Yeah, turn 1, he will hit for over 1 million every single time,
and his plate is really good for him for sure.
Yes, that's with his plate, but yeah, will more than likely get a pin for you on turn 1. 75-80% of the time. If not, turn 2, he's ready to go again. So yeah, I loved him as a character.
He's one of the options I'm thinking about for my next 5-star gold technician after I do Shayna.
Yeah. And it was good to have a good edge.
Yeah.
The edge really needed
definitely needed a good one for sure. Yeah. I mean, the Trickster one was pretty good when it came out, but it got like we forgot about it pretty fast.
Yeah, I feel like he came out like right before 5-star bronze, and once 5-star bronze came out, everyone forgot about him.
Yeah, but yeah, really, I mean, I pretty much always add him at tier 2, but then I started facing him, and I was like, oh shit, he's wrecking me.
Yep. He looks cool. He plays well. He's another flat damage coach, which you can use all over the place.
Yeah.
He has a ton of links because with the zombies, there's like 4 different zombie links now.
Yeah.
So he has all those. But yeah, he's even got a sub if you want to mix in a sub during a tour where maybe you don't have him high enough, so you need a sub in there to decrease your opponent's MP. He's a very fun character. I enjoyed the heck out of him.
Yeah. Roman, another one of those that is a great character that I just can't stand using.
Yeah, same with me. It's funny.
I don't like using him.
I even have his new gear, the Christmas sweater gear.
I didn't get that.
I only have him at 5-star bronze, so that I know once you give him to 5-star gold, it's a big difference. So there's a little bit there, and I've seen a lot of videos of people using him in Showdown, like against Mem Rock, and healing and all that. And that's great and all, but it just takes a while to do all that. So in my opinion, I don't think he's turn 1. I don't think there's a moveset where you can make him, undoubtedly turn 1.
Mostly
so
tier 2 and turn 2 anytime I used him.
Yeah. I put him at tier 2. I think you can make an argument for tier 1. I bet the people that have him 5-star gold will disagree with this and say, yeah, he's absolutely tier 1, and I don't have a problem with that. I think there's an argument for that for sure.
I put him tier 2 and probably low tier 1 with the gear.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's still a fun character. It's good to have a character that's popular currently in WWE, the head of the table. I think his shards recently must have been available because I had a ton of shards for him when I started leveling him up.
There was a lot during Christmas time.
Yeah, and his coachability is always good for the sub guys. Adds to the blue submission gems.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got a link with a ton of guys with the Anoa or NOI Maivia.
Yeah, that's a pretty large family.
Like 10 other characters, yeah. So yeah, overall tier 2, make an argument for tier 1. I would agree with
that. Damien Priest. I kind of love Damien Priest, really. Probably more than he's worth, but I kind of love that character.
Yeah, I just got him recently, so I don't
same. I just got him like a month ago, not even a month ago.
Okay.
And like 2 weeks ago. I got it during the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, okay. I just got him this weekend, so I literally have not done much with him. But from what I've seen, when I've gone up against, I'd say easily tier 2.
That's pretty much where I put it. I'd say he's kind of equivalent to Roman, really.
Yeah, I think, like I said with Roman, if you took him to 5-star gold, you probably rate him at tier 1 because he's, you have him with the right medals and the right coaches and trainers, and I can see an argument for tier 1. I just don't have a lot of experience with him.
Yeah, I haven't played that much with him too. I kind of liked when I did, and definitely a great coach for my Hall of Fame Scott Hall and for Zombie Daniel Bryan.
What is this coach? I don't even remember.
150% red finisher damage.
Oh, the red finishers. That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's huge. So that might put him into tier 1 category because that's a very valuable coach ability. Plus, there's not a lot of NXT guys out right now, and I think he covers the NXT still.
He does.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does.
So he's a good one for that if you need to use NXT. So. Yeah, I would be okay with actually having him at tier 1. I think he's better than Roman. I think a lot of opinions will differ with him though, but yeah, he's up there for sure.
Like low tier 1.
Yeah.
I Chief Peter Maivia. I just don't like him.
Well, I was so excited to get him when he first came out because he had low charge moves, and it seemed like you could just do three moves on turn one every single time, but the damage just wasn't there. The gem damage, obviously for Tex, isn't super high, but
I put him at tier 3, like above MVP though.
yeah, I put him at 2 just because he is quick. He does recycle, and I put him right there with Honky Tonk Man and Drew.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was super excited to get him, thinking, oh, I'll get some good medals on him and some good coaches and trainers. But he did the move damage is low, the recycling's great, but he just doesn't pack a punch like a Dawkins or a Zombie Edge.
Yeah,
or
recycles
really,
well, useful trainer, coach ability, but yeah, doesn't pack enough of a punch to take care to get the job done, basically.
Yeah, he has good lengths, just like Roman, but yeah, he just lacked in that area of getting that pin. You can have fun with him in tours. He's definitely fun, but as far as a turn one win, that's not happening.
Yeah. Right, Riddle. I kind of liked Riddle.
Riddle's phenomenal. He's definitely tier 1 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very close to top tier. The only reason I don't put him there is because you can nerf him with the multiply gems. With his link with Orton, oh man, he's so good.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you're not using tag teams, but he is a blast to use. Plus, he's just a popular character right now. People have been screaming for him for like 2 months, maybe even longer than that.
Yeah, he was really wanted by people.
Yeah, they did his character right.
Yeah.
And with his gear, he's got 2 gears, but the first gear, or 1 gear, having 1 gear is really the big thing with him. I think his second gear, I can't imagine a lot of people are using his bleed move unless it's in a feud with boosts.
Yeah, that's the only time I would use it.
Even without 1 gear, he's very good. His coach ability is huge, especially for Orton, but with Hall of Fame Hogan, yeah, he's very close to top tier for me.
Yeah, I loved using him. Was a great guy to showcase as a trial guy, and was not that hard to get. Obviously, it's hard for like if you're a free player, but if you compare to the general way that characters are available, he was not that hard to get.
Yeah, no, not at all. No, I think he would be a slam dunk at tier 1 if he wasn't as board dependent as he is.
Yeah.
You need to get that, 1 or 2 green matches on that first turn for him to actually be real good, and that doesn't happen as much as you'd like it to. So without that, I think he'd be top tier, but he's for sure 100% tier 1.
Right. And the last Technomania Hulk Hogan. Another letdown for Hogan, I'd say.
Yeah, I can't stand him. I know he's good, but he's kind of like basically he's like what is Austin's acro name? I can't even remember what his nickname is, but he's kind of like that, but much less dependent.
Yeah.
Or much less, or much more dependent, I should say. Austin doesn't need a great board to be good, but Tech does, and a lot of times he's turn 3, but he's a guaranteed win on turn 3, which is good. But I put him at tier 2 just because he can get you a win on turn 2. For sure, will get you a win on turn 3. It just takes too long. I hate using him.
Yeah, I don't have him, but I was not that impressed. Like, I could definitely see that he's a really good character when I did the preview, but I was not that impressed. I expected more out of a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and his coach ability is worthless.
I don't even remember what it is.
He gives you like 10% more health.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess on a 4 million health guy that boosted a bit, but in the long run, I don't think that's doing much. But yeah, he's another countdown guy. He's fun, but I can't imagine ever using him in a feud. I only have him at 4-star gold. I can't even remember what his 5-star move is, but I can't stand using him. He takes too long. He does get the job done, but it's usually turn 3.
Yeah.
Maybe turn 2.
Not that impressive. But yeah, overall, I'd say definitely a great year for technicians. I mean, look at that. There's almost nothing below tier 2.
It's technicians were a slam dunk this year, and
yeah,
you know they did. I mean, like you were saying at the beginning of the video, last year, I think the best tech was, I can't even remember who it was, but it wasn't anyone that really stood out. And this year they made sure, like, gosh, I think last year people were talking about Gargano and
Gargano and Ciampa.
Texina was the big one. Texina was like, oh, and Sacco, you know, and those two like fell off the face of the planet. Texina is still pretty good, but this year they said, all right, you know, there was a huge question on Tex. People like Kofi, people like Texina. We're going to change the game.
Yeah.
And now there's 5 Tex above both those guys. So, yeah, Tex had a great year.
Yep. All right,
I'd
guys.
say Riddle and Brock are my 2 favorite characters right now.
Yeah. I loved using Riddle. I'm sure I would love using Brock.
Yeah, Z-Edge too. I mean, gosh, they're just all fun.
All right, guys, there you have it. That's our rankings for the techs for 2021. We already posted powerhouses and acrobats, and we got more to come. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. You guys, G out. Ciao.